From stealing a Homeland Security vehicle from a federal agency which didn't go as planned, to a suspect getting ejected from a patrol car during a crash, and a suspect who stole a trailer and led troopers on a wild pursuit. These are just... On May 19th, more police officers were alerted to a stolen vehicle near Northwest 12th Street and Janeway Avenue. When officers attempted to stop the driver, the suspect refused to pull over, initiating a short pursuit.
Okay, they're about to crash out. They just crashed out. Single vehicle at 12th Street. About to run behind the church going northbound. He's going westbound. There we go.
The suspect was apprehended in a resident's backyard following a tense encounter. Taser deployment was used twice during the arrest. With Officer Sternberg inadvertently caught in the crossfire and briefly tased, the suspect, identified as 20-year-old Dontavia Smith, was taken into custody. Smith was transported to a nearby hospital for medical evaluation after being tased and was later booked into the Cleveland County Jail. On June 12, 2024, officers responded to a report of a person shot. Upon arrival, they located 4 male suspects involved in the shooting who were in a blue Tesla and attempting to evade police.
Hey, Red.
Copy. Should be coming up to Whitehall next. Stand by.
Sounds like you're alone. Do you have a secondary unit?
That's a negative. Continuing over McDaniel. Yes, I do have a secondary unit. They can call it.
Hello, behind the
Long lanes of travel. Gonna be going 70 plus. Still on Whitehall.
Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41. We are still south on Whitehall, crossing over 88.
Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41. We are still south on Whitehall, crossing over 88.
60 miles, long lanes, travel again, back on the right side.
The suspect driver lost control of the vehicle, causing it to become disabled.
We're still on lead. Ooh, fully road spinning out. He's
Gonna be, right on lead. Just gain control, we gain control.
spinning out. It's gonna be right on lead. He just gained control. We gained control. Continuing on lead. The vehicle is slowing down. Still with it. Just stopping in the middle of the intersection. The vehicle had it. You got a driver running out. I'll stay with the
Hey, coming up on your six. Coming up on your six. Hands down.
Hey, you got him? I'm gonna go with him.
Don't you move. I swear to God.
Hey, are you good?
Stand by.
I got questions.
Go.
I got questions.
The driver fled the vehicle on foot while the 2 suspect passengers remained inside. The passengers were quickly detained by surrounding units and taken into custody. Officers were able to apprehend the driver after a brief foot pursuit. A firearm was recovered, hidden under the driver's pants leg. The driver and passengers were identified and arrested. The 4th and final suspect, who had fled from officers on the day of the shooting, was later identified and apprehended outside the jurisdiction. On June 27, 2024, plainclothes detectives from the Criminal Investigation Division were actively searching for Jarrell Fuel, who was wanted on 2 felony charges. When Fuel was spotted, officers attempted to detain him. However, Fuel quickly entered his Mercury sedan and fled the scene.
Shots fired.
During the pursuit, a Cedar Hill officer and a Duncanville police officer returned fire, striking Jarrell Fuel. It remains unclear which officer's shot ultimately incapacitated him. Additional Cedar Hill officers quickly arrived on the scene and administered first aid. Fuel is currently in critical condition at a hospital. Both officers involved in the shooting have been placed on administrative leave, as is standard department protocol. Fuel now faces charges of felony evading arrest in a motor vehicle. His criminal history includes charges of burglary, armed robbery, and felony possession of a firearm. A wild police pursuit unfolded in April after Travis Griegla, 43 of Portland, stole a Homeland Security vehicle from federal agents. The chase reached speeds of nearly 120 miles per hour before ending in Washington. When the trooper executed a pit maneuver, the suspect's vehicle rolled over completely, leading to the suspect's arrest.
Engine 618, medic 618, 61 ready.
Take hurdles. Keep walking backwards. Keep walking backwards. Stop. Go down to your knees. We're gonna need 2 pairs. Yep.
A suspect who stole a police car from federal agents and led law enforcement on a nearly 60-mile chase was eventually arrested and taken into custody. On October 14, 2024, North Little Rock police officers located a blue Dodge Challenger that had previously fled from them. The officers set up a perimeter and waited for the suspect to return to the vehicle.
10-4. Southern gate for me.
35. We're still slow rolling down in Maine, South Maine, 63.
When the driver failed to stop, spike strips were successfully deployed, deflating the vehicle's tires.
We got ISP with us.
Good spikes, good spikes.
TVI was performed, successfully stopping the suspect's vehicle. The driver, identified as Mr. Kevin Polite, was taken into custody without incident and turned over to the North Little Rock Police Department. He was charged accordingly for the incident. Further investigation revealed Mr. Polite had 3 nationwide extradition warrants out of Texas and a felony warrant from the Saline County Sheriff's Office. A female passenger was released by NLRPD after the investigation was complete. In addition to the 4 felony warrants, Mr. Polite was charged with felony fleeing, 2 counts of possession of meth, cocaine, possession of marijuana improper, too dark, window tint, no seatbelt. On Sunday afternoon, October 15th, multiple complainants called 911 from the parking lot of the Lilburn Police Department headquarters, reporting they were being followed by a white pickup truck. Responding officers were informed that the truck had been tailing the complainants for several minutes and had ultimately followed them into the Walmart parking lot. While officers were interviewing the complainants, they spotted the suspect vehicle driving eastbound on Lawrenceville Highway past police headquarters. 2 officers pursued the vehicle and attempted a traffic stop using their emergency equipment near Lawrenceville Highway and Arcado Road. The suspect failed to stop despite the emergency lights and sirens. One officer positioned his patrol car in front of the truck, but the suspect rammed the patrol car, causing damage to the rear bumper, and continued driving. Officers quickly realized the suspect had no intention of stopping and informed other units, initiating a pursuit. The suspect completely destroyed one patrol car and continued driving recklessly, showing a blatant disregard for the safety of other drivers on the road. One officer deployed spike strips, but unfortunately the attempt was unsuccessful. As the driver continued to flee, he struck at least 3 other stopped vehicles on Pleasant Hill. The suspect was later located in Norcross, along with his vehicle, by Gwinnett Police Department. The driver, identified as Mr. Salvador Torts Mandujanu of Nichols, was charged with aggravated assault on a police officer, fleeing and attempting to elude, hit and run, and numerous traffic offenses. The initial pursuing officer suffered minor abrasions from the deployment of his vehicle's airbags. Officer Justin Thompson was taking 19-year-old Logan Younger to jail when the police vehicle wrecked. Video footage from inside the car shows Younger being thrown through the rear windshield upon impact. Officer Thompson was treated at a Memphis hospital and has since been released.
I'm not lying. You knew what I meant. You said, you know what, fuck that. I'm gonna take myself, man. I'm lying to this guy. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Tell you this right now. You don't tell me who you are, you're just gonna sit out in jail till you decide who you are, alright? And you lied to me? Why you lied to me? What are you gonna do? County that my subject is out, his cuss in the back.
The situation took a dramatic turn when the suspect, Logan Younger, began acting erratically in the back of the police vehicle. In an attempt to get him to the station quickly, Officer Justin Thompson accelerated. However, the high-speed maneuver led to a crash, during which Younger was ejected from the car through the rear windshield. Officer Thompson was taken to a Memphis hospital for treatment, but has since been released, according to Jonesboro PD. After the crash, the suspect, Logan Younger, fled the scene on foot, but was apprehended a short time later. Authorities are continuing to investigate the cause of the wreck, and the circumstances surrounding the incident are still under review. On August 22, 2022, Oklahoma City Police responded to reports of multiple gunshots. It was quickly determined that deputies from the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office had exchanged gunfire with a suspect at this residence while serving an eviction notice. 2 deputies were struck by the gunfire. As responding officers arrived, they learned that the suspect, 35-year-old Benjamin Plank, had fled the residence in a vehicle towing a boat. It was also revealed that Plank had loaded several firearms into his vehicle before leaving. Shortly after the shooting, Plank was spotted a short distance from the scene. Oklahoma City Police attempted to stop him on traffic, but he refused, initiating a pursuit. During the pursuit, while traveling northbound on SI-35, Plank discharged rounds from a rifle at Oklahoma City officers. 2 officers returned fire toward the suspect, but fortunately no injuries occurred from the gunfire. The suspect continued eastbound on Interstate 40, exiting at Air Depot Belvidere.
Hey, let's get a loose line around you. I got a rifle. Hey, who's on front of the CBI train?
Get out the radio, shots fired. He's shooting out of his window.
Everybody back off except for that front car. Let's give him a chance. Everyone's with you. You want me to call this? Yes, everyone call it.
Shots fired again. Shots fired. He's still shooting.
Officer Boxwell set up on the inside shoulder of southbound Interstate 35 around Southeast 25th Street and discharged his rifle at the suspect as he drove past him.
Just going to 25th.
The suspect, Benjamin Plank, eventually stopped at the Tinker Air Force Base gate and surrendered. He was transported to a local hospital to be checked for injuries before being booked into the Oklahoma County Detention Center. Plank faces a range of charges, including first-degree murder. Both officers involved in the discharge of their firearms have been placed on routine paid administrative leave while the investigation continues. Plank is accused of fatally shooting Sergeant Bobby Swartz and injuring Deputy Mark Johns, who has since been released from the hospital. According to court documents, Plank also fired at a 3rd deputy but missed.
Tell him to get! Move everybody! Get everybody out! Hey!
Stop! Move! Stop! Stop! Put your hands behind your back.
On July 29, 2024, a Kentucky state trooper from Post 4 attempted to stop a brown Ford Explorer on Rineyville Road for speeding. When the trooper conducted a U-turn to catch up to the vehicle, the driver accelerated to speeds exceeding 90 miles per hour, initiating a pursuit.
Speed 69 and 55, and then I turned on him. He sped up to 90, was past the corners. On Rineyville Road, speeds 101. Traffic. Headed to Patriot Park on Rineyville Road, Eastern Lane, speeds 106.
suspect was driving at a high rate of speed, and with limited visibility in this area, the pursuit posed a significant danger to everyone on the road.
No traffic.
Who's dead if he doesn't turn off?
He's turning right on the Meadow Lake Drive.
10-4.
There's no traffic, speed's about 40. Left turn on the Shelton Road with stop sign.
With multiple patrol cars already involved in the pursuit, officers initially attempted to stop the suspect without executing a TVI, hoping the driver might choose to pull over voluntarily.
And right on Robertville Road. That's in Willis Drive, speed's 45 and 35, no traffic.
10-4.
He's turning left on the North Willis. He's going to take us towards West Vine Street and West Lincoln Trail. We're coming up to West Vine Street. He swerved at 421 to avoid the pit.
10-4.
As the suspect continued driving recklessly, officers decided to take action and press the suspect, aiming to bring the chase to a swift end.
We're on North now, heading northbound. Attempted pit. He's swerved at 421 again. He's crossing the median. Dead.
10-4 dead.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back!
The trooper pursued the vehicle until it came to a stop near the suspect's home. The driver, identified as 37-year-old Brad Elliott Bain, was taken into custody and lodged at the Hardin County Jail. In Seattle, Washington, February 13, 2024, officers were investigating reports of two young males armed with a handgun. Just moments later, a carjacking was reported nearby in the Greenwood neighborhood. A woman was forced out of her Subaru Outback at gunpoint after suspects tapped on her window and fired a shot into the air. She fled to a nearby gas station to call 911, providing details that helped officers track the stolen vehicle. Later, another attempted carjacking was reported in the Bitter Lake neighborhood, escalating the search for these armed suspects.
Approaching Winona in Aurora, about 75th Aurora, still southbound, 75 miles an hour.
Yeah, that front wheel's disabled. Be ready for it.
The pursuit reached its climax at 7th Avenue North and Thomas Street when the suspects lost control of the stolen Subaru, crashing first into the left concrete barrier and then the right. The 12 and 13-year-old suspects abandoned the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot. During the chase, they discarded their firearms, triggering a tense pursuit as officers raced to apprehend them.
I got right! Drop the gun! John, please, stop! Let me see your hands! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Here! Take it! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Now! Get on the ground! Stay there! Hands up! Do not move!
We have two in custody, taking two in custody. We have two fire.
Both suspects were apprehended during the foot pursuit, and the discarded firearms were successfully recovered by officers. The two juveniles now face serious charges, including robbery and unlawful possession of a firearm. Additionally, the 13-year-old has been charged with attempting to elude a police vehicle. Both suspects were booked into the Judge Patricia H. Clark Children and Family Justice Center, marking the end of a shocking series of events involving such young individuals. A wanted man from Alberta, 46-year-old Charles William Moore, led police on a wild chase starting on Old Foley Highway and ending at a McDonald's in Foley. Officers were at a residence to serve an arrest warrant when Moore arrived, spotted police, and fled. Alberta Police Chief Stan Devane caught up with Moore near Highway 98, and the Foley Beach Express, leading to a high-speed pursuit.
All right, now we're finna go in the Mallard Point.
301, Window return. 320, trailer park.
All right, 301, he's coming back. Back on 98, headed towards the Beach Express. We're going to turn right and go 1060, just run the red light. We're going towards Foley, westbound on 98.
The suspect drove recklessly, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road.
Jump 10-8 ground.
We'll turn on East Perdido Avenue.
305, west on Perdido. It's gonna be Pedigo. Denver, west on Pedigo.
Troopers stayed close to the suspect's vehicle but couldn't get near enough to perform a pit maneuver and end the chase.
South on Bay Street. That's behind liquidation outlet. 301 coming towards you.
He's looping around Pin Air. He's headed back towards the right. Okay, he's turned around on us. He's headed back towards 98.
The troopers closed in on the suspect as he began driving through parking lots, a decision he would soon regret.
You just hit me.
59.
Another officer picked up the pursuit as Moore crossed back over Highway 59 into the McDonald's parking lot. Police ended the chase by forcing Moore's car to crash. He fled on foot into a nearby O'Reilly Auto Parts store where officers arrested him without incident. Now held without bond in the Baldwin County Jail, Moore faces charges of attempting to elude, reckless endangerment, and multiple traffic violations in both Alberta and Foley. Thankfully, no one was injured during the chase. Jacob Austin Hikes, a 31-year-old from Onstead, reportedly led police on a dangerous chase through Jackson. According to authorities during the pursuit, Hikes allegedly threw pipe bombs from his van and fired shots at police. This series of actions appears to have escalated the situation significantly, posing a severe risk to both law enforcement and the public.
Everyone following him. Dave 5 we going southbound Orange from Ganson.
1. Going back westbound Elizabeth, or eastbound Elizabeth.
Jacob Austin Hikes, 31 of Onstead, died on November 6, 2024, during a shootout that also left a Jackson police sergeant wounded, according to the Jackson County Sheriff.